Hi, I'm Robert. Thanks for tuning in to my YouTube video. I'm a very handy person. I've been fixing things as far back as I can remember. Since I was 9 years old, I've fixed stuff like sheetrock walls, small appliances, computers, and the list goes on and on. I even have some formal training in carpentry and computer repair. So I hope you find this information useful. Some of you know that I recently made a move. In that move, I had a dinette set that had a broken glass on the table. I had a computer sitting on the table, a laptop, and the laptop got so hot that it cracked the glass. So anyway, I had a hard time finding another glass. We was moving, couldn't fit the stuff in the truck, so I decided to leave the chairs, which we rarely use. Me and my wife is just the two of us, so we normally eat in the living room in front of the TV. So I wasn't that attached to them. We left them behind. They were very light colored chairs. Well, when we got here, started loading up the storage building, had my brother-in-law help me with a couple of things. He had a dining room set that he had gotten from grandmother that he wanted to put in our storage. I said, sure. Knowing we didn't have a table, I figured once we got our apartment set up, we could use the table and chairs until we got settled in and got our own. So it was an older dining room table, maybe from the 80s, and the chairs, as you can see here, were, older style. But the thing that kind of got me is when I grabbed one of the chairs to set them in the moving truck, the chairs were just so dirty and grimy that I just felt like I had to wash my hands immediately. So I figured once we got them here, we'd have to clean them up or do something with them. Well, once my wife seen them, she kind of had the expression on her face that she didn't want to unload them from the car, but, from the truck. But once we got them in here, she got to thinking, hey, I can recover those and maybe put a tablecloth on the table if I need to. This won't be that bad. Let's go ahead and get them set up, and I'll find a way to recover them soon. Well, she's done a lot of good things in decorating in the past, and she's got a really good touch. So while we were out yesterday, we went and looked at some material, some light and some a little darker, and my wife was concerned with, young children maybe getting little things on them and making them dirty, so she decided to go dark this time. Our last chairs was light. Well, I'm the dirty one. I'm the one that normally stains things up. And besides that, we hadn't had children in our home since Mitt Romney was a kid. But anyway, we decided to settle in on this material here, which is a leather pattern. And we're going to go ahead and show you how to cover these chairs. We have 6 of these chairs, and I would consider them a standard size. And we purchased 2.5 yards of the material. You only really need to get 2 yards of the material to cover 6 chairs. Okay, before you go get your material and decide what you're going to recover them with, you might want to sit in one for 15-20 minutes. Make sure that the foam under the seat cushion is still in good shape. If you're comfortable sitting in the chair 15-20 minutes, half hour, then you can go ahead and just buy the material to cover it. But if the chairs feel uncomfortable, you may want to purchase some new foam to put under them as well. Here's the tools and equipment you need to recover your dining room chairs. A staple gun, some staples. You might go through a lot of staples. Good pair of scissors, a good Phillips screwdriver, a good flat tip screwdriver, a tape measure, a hammer to tack down any staples that don't go all the way into the base of the chair, and then a pair of pliers to pull staples out if you need to. And I think 2 yards of material will be good for 6 standard chairs. If you want to get more just to have some extra material, you can. And you want to test your foam, and you may need some foam as well. Basically, to recover the chairs, all you got to do is buy enough material to do it. You flip the chairs over. They normally have 4 screws in the bottom of them that screw the cushion area to the frame of the chair. So you unscrew that. You lay the cushion upside down on your material, which is upside down. You cut around the cushion, probably 2.5 inches border around the cushions. Then you wrap the cushion, your new material around the cushion, staple it in place, tuck the corners, staple it in place, set the cushion back down on the chair, and screw them back in. I believe the material was like 54 inches wide, and then they count off the yards from that. And when we went to purchase the material total was going to come out to about $24. And other than that, all you really need is a staple gun and some good scissors. Well, when I got close to the register, I remembered that Hobby Lobby has coupons online. So I grabbed my smartphone, pulled up the daily coupon, and it was 40% off. So to cover 6 chairs and have material left over, it only cost 16 bucks. So for under 20 bucks, we can give these chairs a new look. So let's go ahead and dig in. So you want to take one of the cushions off of the frame of the chair, and that's normally real simple. You lay the chair over, and once you get the chair laid over, put it upside down or whatever, they normally have one screw in each corner of the chair. So take a screw out there, take a screw out there, take a screw out there, and take a screw out there, and then the cushion will come right off. So there's a cushion removed from the bottom of the chair frame. Okay, just on a backup on the measurements, when I measured the total material, it was actually 4 inches longer than the measurement on the chair. So if you want to measure the chair and just add 5 inches on the back, this was already 5 inches across the front, and then 5 inches long, you'll probably find. So where this is 17 inches, you add 5, you cut the material 22 inches, that should be good. Okay, so I have 5 or 6 of the patterns cut that I'm going to use to cover the chairs. So I'm going to flip the material over, then I'm going to take the cushion and lay the cushion down in the middle of them. Then I'm going to get a staple gun and be prepared to staple them. I'm going to fold the front and the back in first, kind of bring them tight. Then I'm going to fold the sides in. Then I'm going to fold the corners in. Looks like they have some kind of way of folding the corners in so the chair sits down right. And I might actually pull those corners up and cut them off so I don't have too thick of a gathering there. I'll do one, see how it sits in the chair when I install the chair, then decide on the other 5 if I'm going to cut that excess material off the corners. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and staple the front end and the back end together. Okay, I got the front end stapled in. I did not staple in the corners, but as you can see, be liberal about your staples. These staples are very inexpensive. It don't pay to try to save any money on staples. So every inch, inch and a half is fine. Then when you come to the back side, make sure you pull a little bit of tension on it. You don't want the cushion being loose at all. Don't pull it too tight, but do pull it taut. Put your first staple in, and then go across and put some more in the back end. Okay, next I went on ahead and fold the back flap out and the side flap in. Do the same on the front so that I can get the side lined up right and get that stapled down. Pull it snug and staple it down, leaving the corners loose. Okay, to get these corners right, you're going to have to lay the material, stretch it in the corner, staple it, then flip the other side, staple it kind of snug, and then fold up in the middle so you don't have a gather in the corner. Okay, so there's the finished product of one. Corners are not bad. They're not perfect, but they're not bad. So we went from that to that. And if you calculate it out, 6 divided by 16, you're talking, I guess, less than $3 a chair. So you can refinish it with any material you like. And if you got any questions, go ahead and post them and get screws the bottom back together. Thanks again for watching the video. I hope you found the information useful and it helped you solve whatever problem you're working on. If you did, please like it, share it with your social media friends, and please subscribe to my channel so that you get notification of future videos that I make. You can go to my website, robertspinner.com. You can also leave comments here and questions, and I'll answer them as soon as I can.